Then again, it's like you're trying to remember the intricacies of bullshit.
And I'm trying to remember, I think 8-2 is really bad. It's either 8-2 or 8-3 in this world is really bad. There's like a level in the sky. I remember fucking hating that level. Then again, welcome to World 8. It's never gonna be a cakewalk. It's nothing but pain. Nothing but pain. I want you all to suffer! Oh yeah, something else I never talked about.
Yeah.
Akira Toriyama died.
Oh yeah. That was a big deal.
I mean, yeah. It is a little funny though. I heard apparently freaking violence with cartels died down significantly the day Toriyama died. So I keep forgetting, apparently Mexican cartels are extremely into Dragon Ball Z. It's so weird!
That sounds so crazy.
They love Goku, man. They really do. Like, Mexico loves Dragon Ball Z. It's really weird to consider, but yeah, they love that shit. They really do. But yeah.
I was planning on doing something in preparation for the Akira Toriyama death. It's kind of like a memorial, but maybe I'll do it later.
Let's play the original Legacy of Goku!
You know, you say it as a joke, but that was actually the plan.
Oh, the original one sucks, though!
I know, we gotta work towards all the good ones.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna do a marathon of all three of them.
Those are games I'll try to... I would want to see Bute's Fury, and I did a lot of fun playing Legacy of Goku 2.
Legacy of Goku 2, and the second and third games are amazing, but the first game is absolute trash.
Yup. Well, I know TFS went through them.
Yep.
I know they fucking hate 1 as well. They know it's
one
bad.
is... Oh, god-awful.
I'm trying to remember who the developer is for those.
Infogrames. Or Webfoot Technologies, I can't remember which one, but I know both of them are involved.
Infogrames does sound familiar. Oh, yeah, you like that? RNG. I think you have to run somewhat to the right to spawn the Koopa, then go back and do the running jump. That's another fun jump. Yeah, not the worst idea. I'll have to try to get those onto my freaking Game Boy Advance emulator on my Analog Pocket. I'm trying to think, I did download some other games on there lately. I forget what games I got. I was thinking of getting a Pokemon, one of the Fire Red or Leaf Green on there. I think I ended up getting something I was going to do for a freaking post-commentary LP. And, oh, I forget what the other thing was. Shit. I probably still have it on my computer. I don't think... Ugh, fuck. I'm trying to remember what it was. Damn it. Oh yeah, I forgot. You can save and continue from there. There we go, we're good now. My worries are alleviated, thank God. We should probably take a little break after we get through World 8.
Yeah, we will.
Assuming
we make it through.
Hopefully we do. Or we can do it after the world after this, because the world after this is actually kind of short and easy, but there's like a weird, there's like a weird thing about it. We're probably fine, though. Because, like, they did it in such an odd way with the NES version. It's like, the world you unlock without using a warp pipe, you're originally given 1 life to go through the entire world. And you lose it, then you don't get to continue going through that world. I don't think that problem is in this version, though. But yeah. I think Akira Toriyama and Dragon Ball Z were one of the biggest influences for anime becoming popular in the West. And around a lot of the world, honestly.
I mean, he was in the right place at the right time. He was that guy.
Mm-hmm, yep. And you know, you probably recognize a lot of his work also from the Dragon Quest series.
And Chrono Trigger by extension.
And Chrono Trigger, yep. He's done artwork for all
his
the Dragon
artwork
Quest.
is legendary.
Yep. Yeah, Chrono is certainly legendary, but
yeah.
He did artwork for all the Dragon Quest games.
Yeah, he was there since the beginning.
Like, all the monsters, all the main characters.
Yep,
like,
everything Dragon Quest related, that was Akira Toriyama.
There's something just very iconic and interesting about his designs. It just...
His style... owned his style.
Yeah.
Like, there is no style like Toriyama.
Like, it's extremely recognizable.
And for all the right reasons. I can't really put my finger on what it is about Toriyama's work that flows so well, but it just works.
Characters with spiky hair, monsters that kind of look like blends of real creatures and fantasy ones, with just the right amount of features.
Like, it's like just the right amount of features and,
Yeah, a lot of robots as well, and androids are a big thing for him, too.
Yep.
It seemed like. His robot designs are also very good. Like, man. He's definitely one of the most influential, like, just artists in general from Japan. He's influenced so much of what people, like, see in Japanese media and, like, a lot of what they draw, too, because of Toriyama.
Yeah.
Even a lot of Western media has been influenced by Dragon Ball Z and shit. Like,
I mean, it was for the West, Dragon Ball Z was one of the big animes.
It's also weirdly one of the only reasons people know of Sailor Moon. It's like, it's a show that was on before Dragon Ball Z came on. It's like, what the fuck is this? They have to have the girls show there.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, Dragon Ball Z was my gateway pretty much. That and Pokemon, I think. There's probably another anime I watched before Dragon Ball Z that really...
Yu Hakusho for me was another big one.
Yeah. And Toonami definitely got big
Toonami
because of Dragon Ball Z.
There was that. There was Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! is another big one. Digimon for some.
Yeah, Digimon.
That was definitely bigger in Japan, but it had its audience here.
It had its audience here for sure. I was one of the few
It just
people.
died off while Yu-Gi-Oh! and Pokemon continued.
Because Pokemon came here first before Digimon.
Yep.
In the United States, and as a result, it's
and Yu-Gi-Oh! Still had its own niche as well.
Yeah. Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh! I still need to sit down and watch some of the sub-series.
Part of me wants to watch GX.
I heard GX isn't that bad. 5Ds is the one I really want to sit down and watch.
That one I've heard is good, yeah. I know GX, apparently the dub, they kind of, like...
It's the dub that they kind of screw up with.
They kind of abridged it a little.
Yeah.
In a way. They kind of made it a joke because they knew how ridiculous it was.
Yeah. But, like, the sub actually made it sound pretty good. Or the Japanese dub, I should say.
Yeah.
That was also the case for 5Ds as well.
The dub did ruin a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff, to be fair.
Dubbing was also kind of a weird thing in that period of time. Dubbing was also just weird.
The voice acting of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Was good. It was... Everything else 4Kids did that kind of made it eh.
The only... there was also the TMNT show as well. Their dubbing... Like, the TMNT show also had really good voice direction. Like, for a lot of the anime that came from Japan, their voice direction was terrible. For most of the shows.
Pokemon?
TMNT was the only major exception because, well...
Pokemon was pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Other than the fucking changing food shit.
Yeah.
And just getting Pokemon names wrong.
Yeah.
The actual voice acting was fine.
I bring up TMNT specifically because that one was from the West solely, so you can actually see, oh, when they actually know what the fuck they're doing, they can actually do it right.
Right.
The problem is that we were at a time when we didn't really know exactly how to properly...
You don't like the original One Piece stuff?
I never watched it. Like, I don't even watch One Piece anymore, I just read the manga because...
That is true.
Fucking hell, man, their pacing is awful in the latter... Like,
all I know is that apparently they're in the final arc now. Or they're getting to it finally.
I'd say...
I heard things about some person who has, like, a machine that can, like, destroy continents or some shit. That's, like, something I heard.
Let's just put it this way, that a lot of the pieces from earlier on in the series are kind of coming to fruition. So, it's cool to see in action, it's just... The thing I want to see is just... There's actually a couple things I want to see.
I have heard anime, there's been a fan community fixing One Piece. Have you ever heard of One Piece?
Nope.
They're basically fixing all the anime episodes to make it not take nearly as long. Basically cutting out all the pan shots that take a freaking eternity and all the recaps and...
They'll definitely have a field day with the Marineford onward, because everything from Marineford onward, the pacing is fucking atrocious.
I think that's what I heard. That's probably what they call up the manga, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
I think I heard it's like the first 300 episodes are great, and then after that it just gets to a slog.
Yeah, because they just linger, You wanna know, like, how it's, like, almost, like, a couple of minutes in before they actually get to the fucking title card for the episode. It's
Right.
that bad. Because, like, they do the same fucking overview, and some of them take, like, minutes long, and it's just like, bro, get to the fucking episode.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, One Piece is really bad with that. Why, like, every single time the overview comes in, I just, like, look into the comments to see when the timestamp is for the actual episode. Like, I did that for
7 minutes
long.
in. Ooh.
Say it as a joke.
I've done that for Fairy Tail before. One of their arcs, I had to go 7 minutes in for the actual episode to start. I was like, Jesus Christ!
Speaking of Fairy Tail, they're actually getting the 100-year quest going.
Finally,
the anime adaptation for it's about
to news of it finally. I wonder if the dub's gonna get Todd Habercorn back as Natsu. He was definitely a very enjoyable part of the dub.
Yeah, he was great. I do wonder how the anime adaptation is gonna kick in because I've just been reading the manga for it.
Fairy Tail was one of Funimation's, like, one of their earlier great dubs.
Yeah.
The dub for Fairy Tail is mostly fantastic.
And again, most of the weird guy that still defends Fairy Tales. I still like it for what it is.
The characters are good, it's just the story has pacing issues.
Yep, pacing issues. But like I said, like, I'm willing to bite the bullet because...
And the Makarov thing in the end is still the one thing I will not forgive.
Oh yeah, that is true, I will...
Like, the other character things I didn't feel bad for. The Makarov one, yeah, you gotta remember, you gotta go forward and then back.
Yeah.
The Makarov one pissed me off. Yeah. That's when I was just like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, same here.
It was such a great send-off. And it was like, nah, he lived. Fuck you. The Loxus ones I could have dealt with. And the other main characters, like, yeah, the main characters, they get out of this, or they get saved through something, but that was bullshit. That was absolute bullshit. They did not... His story was done at that point. Like, fuck!
Especially with how 100-year quest is going.
Now he's basically just retired and there. Like, fuck. I mean, that was probably Mashima not wanting to disappoint people of having them die.
Maybe it was just a lot of pressure or something, I don't know. Maybe it was something from the higher-ups, maybe? I don't know.
That's something you take for Persona...
Because I know, like, if you've ever seen Rave Master...
I have not.
Like, Rave Master is pretty, it
doesn't
pull its punches as much.
I wonder if I should watch the anime or read the manga.
I read the manga.
Yeah, manga's probably better off.
Yeah, like I said, Fairy Tail... 100-year quest is definitely a lot better with its pacing, and definitely does the character stuff a little bit better. Well, I say character stuff, but more... heavier stuff a little bit better.
I know, I read through the manga for Fairy Tail, so...
100-year quest definitely.
I still need to catch up with that. So I was still at the arc where they were battling the Dragon Eater Guild in the weird tower thing. That's where I was last at. I imagine there are probably 20+ chapters after that by this point.
I'll just leave it at this. Like, the last... What's the dragon that they're fighting right now?
I don't...
At your point in time?
I like just got past. I think it was the one. Was that the one Lucy was fighting or the one Urza was fighting? Like they're almost at the point like the god was getting ready to get involved with the battle. I think.
Oh, okay then.
I was like, I guess I was towards the middle or end of that arc. I guess. Well, yeah, they're probably 20 chapters after that by this point.
Yeah, because where I am is definitely further ahead.
Yeah. That is one I just haven't read a lot of manga lately. I still have Black Clover to catch up with, since that's its final arc.
Is it finally airing the final arc, or...?
I saw, like, a chapter or two came out, like, last time I checked, so I think they are finally... Actually, maybe they haven't been. I know My Hero Academia is in its final arc.
I've been falling behind in My Hero Academia, so...
Yeah, well, Season 7, I think, is going to be going over in the beginning of that arc. Which, yeah, that's coming out real soon. By the time we're recording this, anyway.
Yeah, but I've fallen behind in My Hero Academia. I kind of just lost interest in it.
Yeah, may as well just follow
the only,
it's pretty faithful, anyway.
The only, current stuff that I've been watching is either... There's Spy X Family. I've been trying to catch up on JJK.
Oh, yeah, that went through...
Kaisen.
Season 2, yeah.
I still need to catch up on Season 1. I enjoy it, it's just, I need to sit down and fucking watch it.
I will say this note in regards to, like, Fairy Tail, like... There are moments you should let characters die. There are other series like JJK that understand that. There are moments that characters need to die that leave impact.
I think it might also just be a publisher thing, maybe. Because like I said, Rave Master is definitely better with that for sure.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's more of a publisher thing than...
I can see that.
Mashima. Because also, Eden Zero I want to say Eden Zero is pretty good with that, but it's also a little weird, but I think in defense of Eden Zero, where I am right now, it makes sense for why it's the way it is.
That's another one I need to catch up with. God damn it. The last arc I was at was so long ago, where she was playing the card game against that cheater.
Speaking of stuff I need to catch up on, I need to catch up on fucking Bleach. I've been trying to read through that slowly, but...
Oh yeah, they started doing the anime finally for the last arc or whatever.
And I heard that the anime adaptation is superior to the manga, so I'm really...
Yeah, they're trying to do the arc right. Yep.
So I'm like, I'm trying to just catch up on the...
Nice! Oh, fucking hammer, bro!
Face full of hammer. God. But yeah, like I'm trying to catch up on Bleach. And like, cause when I'm at work, I'm like, when I'm either it's like I'm watching YouTube videos or sometimes when I'm on downtime. It's like
yeah, on the side, yep.
Yeah. Like I need to read Bleach.
I've just been watching anime while I've been freaking going through fucking Persona 3 Reload, cause, you know, Tartarus.
Yeah.
It gets grindy, so I can literally watch an entire anime series while I'm going through Tartarus.
I'm usually never good about that, like when I'm playing a game or something.
Well, Persona 3 because of Tartarus being Tartarus.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You're literally just going through corridors forever, so...
I probably could do that for Etrian Odyssey, to be honest, but just, I also...
In the game, we're just literally exploring corridors and fighting battles. Like, just glance at the enemies and what's going on, and in between the animations where you're exploring, you watch a series.
Like, I tried doing that. I think I did it for House, actually. That's because I was watching House, because I got so bored of it. I was more focused on having House in the background while I was playing Sonic Advance.
Huh. Yeah, that could work.
I was like, that's why I remember more about House. Not House the series, but spending all my time trying to beat the fucking the Sonic Advance trilogy.
There you go. Oh man, reminds me, this anime season is supposed to be pretty good if I remember. There's like a lot of big shows coming up, like My Hero Academia season.
There's other series as well that I've also.
Looks like the Reincarnated as a Slime thing's having its next season, which people really like that show.
Oh yeah, there was another. I think I told you about this. Nomad Megalobox.
Yes!
I watched that. I also watched that one. I don't think I told. Have I told you I watched that one?
I don't think you told me about that. I
Yes,
heard
the
good
thing
things
was,
about that.
I watched Megalobox. Megalobox is fucking amazing.
I've heard it's very good.
Nomad, like, I had the hardest time getting myself to watch it because Megalobox is so fucking good. But Nomad is actually worth it as well, so I would recommend both of those.
Yeah, I've heard Megalobox is really good.
It's also really short, too. It's like 13 episodes.
Oh, nice.
It's a super short and sweet series. Where
Weirdly, I don't really watch a lot of sport anime.
Yeah, I don't... Slam Dunk is another big one.
I know that's a big classic one. That one I've thought about looking at.
I think it's worth looking into. It also had a movie adaptation of the last arc a while back. I went to see that because I already read the entirety of Slam Dunk. So I was like, alright, I'll just see this final arc. They actually do an interesting thing with that movie in the sense that it doesn't focus on the main character. It actually focuses on one of the 5 members that never actually got any major development in the main manga, which is pretty cool.
Well, that's always nice.
So like he actually finally gets some development, and it's pretty cool what they do for the ending of the movie.
Just like how JJK0 friggin' expanded on one of the frickin' one of the co-protagonists. One of the...
Is it the guy I think it is? Or is
the
it...
guy who basically was Itadori's mentor, kind of?
Oh, so it's exactly the dude I'm thinking of. The blind dude with the, whatchamacallit, headband, right? Blind eyes or whatever?
No, not Gojo.
Not Gojo? Okay.
No, one of the guys the guy who basically discovered his powers, is around his age,
Oh, is it the side, one of the main 3?
Yeah.
Oh, him. Okay.
Yeah. And his past, how he got involved. That's what JJK0 is about.
Oh. Okay, maybe I'll look into it at some point. First, I want to catch up on JJK, though, which might be difficult for me.
I'll say, how much have you watched?
Maybe, like, the first 10 episodes of Season 1.
Oh, okay.
I'm really far behind.
That's fair enough. I remember. Oh, yeah, the first season had, like, 20-something episodes.
Yeah, it's like 26 episodes. So I have a lot to catch up on. It's just I need to fucking sit down and watch it.
Season 2 was great, but I don't know if you heard the controversy. The animation kind of got gypped because they didn't have a lot of time.
That's gonna suck, though.
The conditions in there were bad. There was actually a point where, like, some destruction in a building, and they showed the inside of one of the buildings. Supposedly that was the office that they worked at. For the anime, they fucking animated their office getting blown up in the fucking city.
That's gotta be, like, the worst possible. That's gotta be unfortunate.
like they were really trying to be proud of their work. Like one of them tweeted something that was like, "We're really trying to work hard on this, but like we're working like 30% of what we want to do." It's like, oh,
that has to suck.
The animation quality gets noticeably bad in parts of the second half of season 2.
That's really rough.
Then again, that's where shit gets fucking crazy.
That's the worst place to have it happen.
Yeah. Like, there are shortcuts you can tell they were trying to do, but it's definitely noticeable. Like, there's probably a meme of, like, Itadori's face in one of the scenes. It's like, it does not look like a good drawing. It's like a static drawing, too. It's like, jeez. Stop with your constant hammer through it! Fuck!
Of course I missed a fucking...
God. Welcome to the world. Hey. What other series were big? Oh, one of the ones I like that not a lot of people probably would, Mushoku Tensei, or Jobless Reincarnation, if you go by the English title. That's one of the ones that was an isekai that people saw it, thought it was gonna be like a general like harem series, and the guy was a pervert. But there's legitimate like good character development, like some of the best I've seen in anime. It's really fucking good.
Maybe I'll look into it.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be really bad and cringy at first. I like to say there's like 3 twists, though. There's 3 twists that you can tell that basically you can't tell where the series is going. It's like, the first twist is like, oh, there's actual character development. Holy shit. Then the second twist is like, oh, okay, things are changing. Then the third twist happens. That's when you know this series is gonna be something special, probably. It's always the next thing! What a way! But yeah, the first half of the second season wasn't great, because it was kind of going on like a dumb bit of character development, but it was still kind of serious. It's just people weren't the biggest fan of it. Basically, the main character was a pervert, and basically he had personal issues. Let's just go with that for the first half of season 2. So people didn't really like that arc. But I've heard the second half is supposed to be a lot better, so I'm excited to see where that goes. I'm actually trying to remember all the freaking anime shows. I know there's a lot of really good ones. Oh yeah, that's another one, another isekai one. Freaking, I'm trying to remember the English name for it. Konosuba, that's it! I don't know if you've ever heard of Konosuba. If you ever see pictures of like this weird blue-haired girl, it's basically, it's a ridiculous comedy isekai. It's really ridiculous. Like, I could kind of spoil the first episode just to let you know how ridiculous it is. Like, the main character basically is like living a normal life, kind of being a NEET. There's this one girl he was looking at, she was crossing the street. She was about to get run over by like a truck or something. So then he tried to push her out of the way and save her. He later found out from a goddess he died. The details he learned about his death. Basically the goddess laughed at the way he died, because he tried to jump in the way of the truck, and then basically suffered a fucking panic attack, even though it was a tractor moving like 3 miles per hour. It never hit him.
Wow.
Yeah, he basically had a panic attack in front of the tractor and died. An embarrassing death. She also mentioned the fact he soiled himself. So, out of spite, she said he could take one thing with him to the new world. He picked the goddess out of spite. And basically, it's just ridiculous antics in the new world. It's fucking insane. His party involves 3 women, one named the goddess, who seems useless in the new world, one who loves doing one spell that basically knocks the wind out of her every time she does it, but it's a ridiculously strong spell, and the other one's like a masochist upon masochists. It's insane. It is fucking hilarious, though. And the main character is a dick. But yeah, that's another one people really want to see. Oh yeah, I think a new Demon Slayer arc's coming as well.
I don't really care about Demon Slayer, so...
Fair enough. Yeah. There is a lot of anime coming up this year, though. Or this this current season. One Piece continues, of course. My Hero Academia, 7th season. Oh, no! We're so close! God damn it! We're so close! See, no checkpoints either. This stage is an asshole. At least it was those ones. Okay, maybe it was not as much as I thought. I know those series are kind of big. So having a lot of them run in the same season is kind of big for some people. Okay, there's a couple I recognize are actually something, but not something everybody would look into, but there are some others. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all the really big ones anyway. Actually, I think the Demon Slayer one might be a movie. But yeah, there are big ones just from that alone. Friggin' the Reincarnation of Slime Season 3. My Hero Academia Season 7. The Shogo Tensei One I Like. Season 2 Part 2. And Season 3 of, Konosuba. Those are all pretty big ones for people. Oh yeah, we did also have Sandland that, damn it, finally got adapted into an anime. That was actually one of Akira Toriyama's last works.
Wasn't that the one that was translated into a video game?
That's also being released relatively soon. I'm hoping the game will be good.
Same.
It'll be nice. I mean, anime games are very hit or miss.
Yep.
Very hit or miss. Some of the best anime games we have are fucking Persona and Shin Megami Tensei. Maybe your occasional really good Dragon Ball Z game. And then there are others that just... There's usually a fighting game. Or will be a real weird one that'll surprise you out of nowhere. Like Neon White.
Yep. I have that game, I need to play it.
Yeah, I definitely want to try to get that. I was just hoping it was on Xbox. I mean, I guess I should just get it on PC. I just don't want to play it on Switch. I know it's fine on Switch, but... I'd rather play a better version of it. Fuck, I paid my fucking error, bro! Damn it!
Was he always on top?
Sometimes I will say that sometimes the enemies are inconsistent with their spawning. So maybe he didn't show up one time, but he showed up properly the next time. I probably could check out Sandland if I was curious. Then again, Dragon Ball Z is like the only one of Akira Toriyama's like works I've seen. I know he really liked the what was the other one? Arale-chan or whatever?
Arale-chan or something?
The one that had like
the robot girl.
Yeah, the one that had a cameo in a Dragon Ball episode. And a more infamous one in a Dragon Ball Super episode. The Dragon Ball one made a lot more sense and it felt a lot more fun. The Dragon Ball Super one was just cringy. It's like they really harken on the trope that she's from a freaking gag series. So she was more powerful than everybody just because. It's like, oh god. I get the joke here, but man. Man, I keep forgetting Dragon Ball Super was not mainly done by Toriyama. It was mainly done by basically the guy was his protege at this point.
Oh.
That's the one who did Dragon Ball Super. Funny thing! I actually learned something recently.
Yep.
You know why Dragon Ball Super was done to begin with?
Out of spite?
Well, no. Akira Toriyama wanted to do it because of a certain project of the Dragon Ball series that bombed so bad. He wanted to basically help the brand of the series.
GT?
No, worse. I'll give you a hint. Live action.
Oh. That.
Dragon Ball Evolution. It was so bad, he wanted to help get not ruin the legacy of the series, so he did Dragon Ball Super to try to improve on that. If that was the last thing that came out of Dragon Ball, that would have been very, very bad.
Yeah.
So I get it. That also explains why Dragon Ball Super had its own issues. Oh, the anime Dragon Ball Super, they like purposely made Goku even dumber.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big criticisms.
They made him like as dumb as he was in regular Dragon Ball. It's like in Dragon Ball Z, he was like should be intelligent and smart, like fucking he matured. Why did Mason turn back into a child in this case? And I got Daima, where literally everybody's becoming a kid again. So fucking whatever.
Oh, come the.
Oh man, I hate that. I hate that. I can't get out of this hell! I can't get out!
You'll be stuck here, Mario, for the rest of your life.
Fuck you, Bowser! This is only the first level of World 8! Yep, this is about the torture I was expecting at this point. This is the torture I was expecting. I've always seen slight frustration kicking, because you always got to the end of the stage 3 times, and fucking... Now it's just, I want to get back there. I know the end of the stage is now I can do it. Just let me get back there! We always have save states, it's really getting to that point. Which, just so you know, we haven't had this stage for nearly 50 minutes.
So another last episode, gang.
Yeah. He was too low.